Ferrari wary of Mercedes and Red Bull pace in 2022. Ferrari say they have realistic 2022 expectations as they hope to close the gap to Mercedes and Red Bull, admitting it would be naive to think it would be easy to catch the front-runners under F1's radical technical regulations next season. Despite a sharp turn of form in 2021, Ferrari failed to pick up any wins across the season but did manage to beat McLaren to third place in the Constructors' Championship by 47.5 points thanks to 2 pole positions and 5 podiums from Carlos Sainz Jr. and Charles Leclerc. This year, Formula One will finally introduce its new technical regulations, with new aerodynamic concepts and 18-inch tires to contend with. Mercedes and Red Bull were in a league of their own last season as the championship went down to the final lap of the final race of the season as Max Verstappen was crowned champion in a controversial end of the year. The two top teams were adamant they weren't just focusing on 2021, and the construction of their 2022 machinery was an equal priority. Ferrari boss Mattia Binotto sent a warning to Mercedes and Red Bull after talking up their developments ahead of the new season, but Laurent Mekies believes it would be naive to underestimate either team, with Lewis Hamilton set to challenge Verstappen for the title once again. "I'm sure they had to develop this year," Ferrari sporting director Mekies said. "However, they are in both cases incredible organizations, and it's enough to look at the results to see it. Therefore, I would not underestimate for 1 second their capability to produce a great 2022 car. Yes, they had to spend more on 2021, but if you look at the results they have produced in the last 10 years, one and the other, you will need to be very naive to think that it's going to be easy to close the gap. Because ultimately, you still have to close the gap. Even us, we look at the 2022 car numbers compared to where we are, and if compared to where we are is X number of tenths slower to these guys, then we need to get that gap plus the gap to them. So I would not be too worried for them. Formula One presented a model in the paddock during the British Grand Prix weekend, with clear visual changes to the car's exterior. Speaking at the time, Mercedes boss Toto Wolff told Motorsport.com, "You need to look also in 2022 because unless you are having some magic wand, you will be at a deficit next year."
Mm-hmm.